Hello, my senior colleagues. I have developed an Excel VBA form which I would like to show you how it operates. And before you get a file, you need to unlock the macro. So I'll show you how to unlock the macro before we start using the form. So let's move on. So let's take it. I have the file in this folder. So when I open the folder and I want to activate or enable the macro, I'll right click on it. Those using Windows 11, you will see show more. Click on show more. Then you see properties. Click on properties. You see unlock here. Check the unlock box here. Then click on apply and OK. Then the macro will be enabled for you to use in the system. But that's not the file we are going to use. We are going to use a different file. So this file. So when you double click on the file, as soon as it opens, it will come with the login interface. With the login interface, you need to have an account before you can use it. So if you're a fresh user, you need to register. You click on register, the registration form will open. Then you enter your details. So I'm going to register and get a user account before I can log in. So let's take it. My last name is Bonza. The first name is Emmanuel, and my middle name is, let's say, Kofi. The gender, I'll select male, and it will prompt me that only specified gender can be entered here. Because it's pre-populated, you just select date of birth. Let's take 12 June 1990. That's our date of birth. And the email address, we just type, let's say, Ima B, let's say 14. The domain name is already populated here, so you pick it, let's say Gmail, and also it will prompt you. You select it, then you come to the username section. So your username, let's take it. The username we want to select here will be Yima B. So we shorten it Yima B with a small letter. You can make it capital letter to work. Then your password, we enter the password, let's say 24890. We repeat it here, let's say 2489, then we type 1. When we click OK, it will tell us password do not match. So we need to make sure the password matches. So the password we typed was 24890. So if it matches, as soon as you click on this, it will tell you have successfully registered. Then you click OK. Now you can come here and enter your details via username or via email address. So let's use the username. So in case we use the username, you click on it and then you type your username, which is Ima, what we say, Ima B. Okay, Ima B. For example, let me change the Y to be capital Y, and the password we used was 24890. When I click OK, it will tell me username and password do not match because we use capital E instead of the small e. So let's use the small e here, and then the password, let's use the wrong password. So we can use 243379. That one too, when we click, it will tell a user not found. So in case you have forgotten your password, you can go to forgot password and you click on it. A pop-up will come, a new window will pop up. Then you type the email address you used to register we use Yima what? B14, okay? And the domain name we used was what? Gmail. If you pick a wrong domain name, it will not work. So your new password, let's say the new password we want to use is 248900. Okay, so 248900. We repeat here 248900. When you click on OK, it will generate a code for you to confirm it. So when you click on the code and you mistakenly type it wrongly, let's say 8276. Okay, when you click on OK, because it's not correct, to generate another one for you. Then you type the correct one, 1566. Okay, when you click on this one, it's your password has been changed successfully. Then we can come here and type our IMA B and then enter our password 248900. So as soon as we click on OK, it will tell you are logged in. So because our password is correct, it has logged us in. So we click on this and then the home page will come. Because I want you to see something, I'm pushing it here so that I'll click on login. Then I will see the form. So this is the form we use to enter the data. So if you want to use the form, let's say we select Owuram, that's the circuit, and then the schools in Owuram alone will populate. The same thing if you choose, let's say, Accounting, only schools in Accounting will populate here. So let's say Accounting MAJHS. Then the admission number of the student is 123778. Okay, the student name is, let's say, Derek, or let me use a female name. Let's say Amma Jennifer. Jennifer. Then the class is, because it's GSS, we pick, let's say, GSS2 is a female. Then we select, you click on the calendar here, a calendar will pop up. Then you select the date of birth of the child. Let's say she was born on the year 2000. Okay, or let's say 99. Okay, or he's too grown for JHS2, so let's pick 2000. And then the month we select October, let's say 3rd. Then the date will enter the NHIS number, let's say 1267990. And then the parent's name will be Equia Mansa, and is the mother. Okay, the contact of Equia Mansa is 024334846. That's Equia Mansa's number. Then we upload Equia Mansa's picture. So let's pick any picture from my desktop and then we fix it. Okay, so we select this picture. Check this button. It's submit. It's being written submit. When we take some action, it will change. It will not be submit again. So pay attention. So when you click on submit, it will ask you, do you want to submit the data? Let's say yes. Then it says make sure you double check all entries before clicking on a button. So click OK. The data have been submitted and it tells the data submitted successfully. We click OK. So the data will come down here. So if you come down here, you will see Accounting Amma Jennifer is here. All the details are here. Good. Now the Excel sheet that is receiving the data is hidden. We can show it by using this button. When you click on show workbook, then the Excel sheet will come. That's it. The date of birth we entered, I've coded the column here so that as soon as you enter the date of birth, it will calculate the age here. So that's what you are seeing, 22 years. So that's the age of the student. So that's how it works. When we click on hide, the Excel book will vanish. And take note, as soon as you click on one, the other button deactivates. The one which was in action goes off. And the data entered to, we can extract it to desktop. So when we want to search, this button is submit. For example, let me search for somebody's name. Let's say Kofi Ebenezer. As soon as you click on search, it will select the name of the student and highlight it blue. So let's say we want to edit the student's name. As soon as you click on edit, the submit button will change to update. So when you click on edit, and it will please make sure the required change. Please make the required changes and click on update to save. So when you click on OK, you see that this one has changed to update. So let's take it that we mistakenly entered Form 1 or GHS 1, so we can change it to GHS 2 for the child. Then we'll click on updates, okay, and then yes, and then we click on OK. Because I've put strings here, and you know, when you enter a mobile number in Excel, the zero, because it's a zero from the beginning and we didn't format that cell, it will take the zero off. So we have to the system is prompting us that the mobile number is not up to. So we have to enter a correct mobile number. So you add the zero and click on update. Do you want to submit? Yes. And then the data will be said, make sure you double check, then everything is submitted. So if there is something wrong, there are strings here. If there is something wrong or you input a wrong data, instead of number you put a text, it will prompt you. Now the data entered, we can extract it to the desktop here and we analyze the data. So I've extracted some to the desktop already, so let me delete that data first before we extract this one, as it will tell us we want to replace it. So when you extract, you click on extract. The data will be extracted. It said data extracted successfully. Then you click on OK. So data has been extracted. So you click on show and then you click on hide for it to go again. Then you click on close and the system will prompt you. Are you sure you want to close age enrollment register? You say yes. Then you come here, you click on close to close the whole book. So close and you say yes. Then everything is gone. Now the data extracted, we can go and open the data. This is what we extracted from the database. When you click on it, it will open and you will see the data you entered. And if you want to do analysis with it, you can do analysis. So this is the data entered. This is the data we extracted. So that's how the system works. Thank you. We are done with it. And thank you for your time. If there's any suggestion, you can push it to me so that I'll add it to it or correct it. But I've not finished compiling the project. If I finish compiling, when you close it, everything will vanish from the desktop. You will not see anything. But I just want to show you how it works. Thank you.